Hey, my ear signs. Hi, my babies. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing, ear signs? So get in here. I got a message for y'all. This is the full moon in Scorpio message that I have for you guys, or whenever you're seeing this, is just going to be the right time for you to see this. This is for air signs, whether you have, wherever you have air in your chart, okay? Or if you just stumbled across this message is for you. Or maybe you cross watching for an air sign. You're trying to see what they got going on. Or maybe it's somebody that you're just trying to tap into your intellect. But what I will say is that something is getting ready to be better. Okay, you will get better. You will get better at something. You will get better. Some of you could have been sick. You're gonna get better. Okay, some of you, you're meant to meet or align with someone that's going to help you get better. Okay. Um, the name of the song is "I Want to Get Better" by the Bleachers. That's what's playing in the background. But yeah, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, let's get into this. You see, one thing about y'all air signs, y'all gonna get straight to the point. And I'm gonna take all three of them because they came out three. And I was gonna pull three cards anyway. So I'm taking all of them. So we have higher power, take a breath, and self-regulation. So it's like you will get better. Things will get better with time. You just have to, with this self-regulation, this is giving me like learning how to regulate your nervous system, understanding that something is out of your control. It's like you already prayed about it. Now let God and your spirit guides do what they need to do to help you get better with whatever this situation is that you could be facing. Okay. Or some of you need to take a deep breath because you're getting better at something. Just give it time. It's like relax. For some of you also, it's like you're beating yourself up because you feel like, oh my God, I need to get better, I need to do better. And it's like you already are doing better. Can you relax? Take a breather, regulate them nerves, because this thing of not being better or not getting better is just an illusion. You're too much in your head. For some of you, you need to dance or go riding. For some of you, you could like to ride horses, or like what I'm getting from this is like what are those little competition things like where the bulls are riding? Maybe that's something that you're into, or you want to do something new. Go ahead and do it with this full moon. But just trust that there's a higher source that is giving you the information that you need to help you get better, that's taking care of things, okay, so that things can get better. But things are going to get better. Look, trials and tribulations. So you could have been going through a lot. You could have been going through a lot and you feel like, damn, is things ever going to get better? Yes, it is. Just give it some time. Keep working on yourself. Keep doing what is it that you got to do. And just know that everything is going to work out in divine timing, okay? Especially if this is about your finances, okay? Let's see what my air babies need to hear at this time. This is the spirit of the ancestors. Let's see. Clear messages for the air signs. What does my air signs need to know? Take charge. Look at this. And this came out right underneath the higher power. Okay. You got to let the higher ups take charge. They're the ones that's taking charge, especially when it comes to your finances here. Because she's holding a pentacle, creature of earth. So, yeah, when it comes to your finances, you got to let God take care of what is supposed to be taken care of. Let's see here. What else? Look at this. The deviant, chaos and destruction. Take a breath. So it's like, yes, there's a lot of chaos and construction going on, but you just got to breathe through it. Just take it one day at a time, one step at a time. Things are going to work itself out. Things are going to get better. Alexa, what's the name of this song? Everything is Embarrassing by Scott Herrera. So you could be feeling embarrassed, or something that happened or is happening made you feel embarrassed. Some sort of truth, the radical truth is here. so that you could be feeling embarrassed about some sort of truth that has come to you. This is giving me, I'm sure this is like the tower. So it's like there's something that's getting ready to come out, and it may be embarrassing or you may feel embarrassed, but sometimes the truth is embarrassing. But that doesn't mean, or seeing your truth, speaking your truth may feel, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Some of you need to speak your truth, and speaking your truth, it may feel embarrassing, but it's just something that you need to do to help regulate your emotions, to help regulate your nervous system. So you have to start speaking your truth. And this Father God here, this is giving me like speaking the truth when it comes to a father figure, when it comes to someone that you could have a child with, if I'm speaking to a feminine energy. But it's like whatever it is that's happening, whatever it is that's falling, it has to happen in order for you to be able to see the real. I get tired of running, but F it, I'm gonna run with you. So you may be discovering some sort of truth about someone. Focus, take responsibility for every aspect of your life. Eventually, your hard work will pay off and you will see the success you desire. Be loyal to your own dreams. Patience is required. Slow and steady wins the race. Presently, it is about being solid and stable. When you are uncomfortable with emotions, your own or other people's, you are robbing yourself of experience and true intimacy. Being vulnerable means allowing yourself to be uncomfortable and still be open. Make space for others to be vulnerable with you as well. This ancestor, the animal spirit of earth, is known as the sand fox or pale fox for the Dogon people of Mali. The fox is a sacred animal who works with a divining priest to grant you guidance and can divining priest to grant you guidance you can trust. This is the most hard working ancestor. The creature of earth wants you to trust yourself. Sometimes what is required of us may be boring or repetitive. Stay the course. So for some of you, it says, I finish what I start. So you could be doing something where you feel like it's boring and it's repetitive and you have to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. But it's like you got to stay the course, because whatever this is the you're being divinely orchestrated to do this by God, by your spirit team, so that you could be able to go on this new journey when it comes to your finances, right? But also, what I'm getting, what I also picked up from this when I was reading this, is that there's someone that is in your energy and they do the same thing. You feel bored. Something may be repetitive with somebody. You're getting bored with a relationship, a friend group. You're just getting bored with something and you no longer want to, let's just say, I hate that I love you. So it's like this could be somebody that you truly love, and it's just unfortunate with the way things are going. But it's like you have to take responsibility to the fact that you have to be vulnerable. Or let's just say, right, you could have been with someone and they're not vulnerable with you, or you were never vulnerable with them, and now you guys both have not been vulnerable with each other, and the relationship seems that it's at a standstill or it's stuck. But that's because the relationship lacks vulnerability. Why not try being more vulnerable and seeing where this could possibly lead? Or this could be somebody you've invested time and energy into someone, and you feel like this person is not vulnerable, that they're very surface based, and your soul is needing vulnerability. Your soul is needing transparency. And that's okay to admit that, right? But don't beat yourself up about it. At one point in time, this particular situation could have been a solid one. And, this comes up as the Knight of Pentacles. So this could be a type of dynamic that you invested in when you were earlier on in your journey. You weren't as, you didn't have the growth, right? Because with this Father of God, it's like you transition. Something happened where you decided to grow, right? That could be for somebody. Alexa, what's the name of this song? I hate you, I love you. So it's like you have a love-hate relationship with somebody and it's getting boring now. It's toxic and you no longer, you're tired of it. And there's some sort of chaos or destruction. Some tower is about to happen and you just have to let it happen because you have to trust that there's a higher power that's orchestrating this. And maybe this person may embarrass you, or maybe you find out some sort of radical truth about this connection or this person. Like I said, this could be relationship, romantic, platonic, family. It doesn't necessarily have to always be romantic, but you put it where it works for you, right? But whatever this is, it's like, don't be embarrassed about the time that you invested, especially with this Knight of Pentacles here. It's like you invested something, and now you have to see the truth that this investment may not have been the best one. This could even be a business investment, someone, a business partner. So let's see here. Upheaval. Your life is on fire right now. It is about to burn down. But the great news is that the sun will rise tomorrow. How are you going to handle this? This is the magical question. The worst thing you can do right now is resist the drastic shifts coming your way. It is all crashing, but that's okay. Don't you get numb or avoid it. Feel your feelings, your trauma response or fight. A fight. Flight, freeze, or people pleasing will be in full effect. Know that this moment will pass and things will get better. The deviant is depicted as Ogo Yorugo, the Dogon god of chaos and disorder, who rode the Milky Way in an ark to Earth. Ogo, the twin brother of the goddess Yasagi, also appears as a jackal and a vindictive, graping and murdering rival. We all have monsters, abusers, and enslavers in our bloodline. You are not your past. You are not your family. Gift yourself with a trauma healing therapist, coach, or practice. So remember how this card says aligning with the priestess, right? So for some of you, you may be feeling called to going to someone that you feel can help you on your healing journey, that has the connection to source, that can be able to give you the guidance that you need to be able to get through a particular situation. Okay, if that's what you believe in, right? Which would mean, like, having some sort of divine guidance, like booking someone like myself, right? Someone who is tapped in with source. And that could be anyone, but there's help if you are willing to accept that help. With this therapist, coach, or practice, it's like you may need all three. You may need coaching, you may need therapy, and you may have to have some sort of practice that you dedicate your time and energy into so that you can be able to get over whatever this is. Also, remember, it says we all have monsters, abusers, and enslavers in our bloodline. So there could be something that you're finding out about, maybe a father figure. There could be something that you're finding out about someone that was like a father to you. Or you could be finding out something in regards to some sort of wisdom that you were given, that you're being given by a father figure. I know I resonate with that because I did just lose my father. So that could be something that could be significant for you guys too. Maybe you've lost a father, or yeah, I don't, I don't wish that on anyone, but that could be the tower moment that is getting ready to come. I don't really reference my personal stuff, but in YouTube readings. So the fact that that came up, that may be significant for just maybe one or two people. Okay, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But either way, this is something that you're prepared. It's like, you see how everything is burning, but this person is still standing tall at the top. Regardless of what happens, you're going to be okay. Okay, and you're going to see things from a higher perspective. So it could have taken things to happen in order for you to see things from a higher perspective. So shift your mentality around whatever this tower moment is, this chaos and confusion and destruction, whatever it is that you find out, and don't be embarrassed by it. It says there may be dishonesty or confusion around you, but there is an old saying, the truth will out. Or as the grandmas used to say, what's done in the dark will soon come to light. What do you believe to be true? The ancestral energy is focused on righting wrongs and doing the just thing. It is self-compassionate to be truthful with yourself. It is courageous to be truthful with others. If you root yourself in the truth, you cannot fail. Father God shows up as Olofin, the omnipresent incarnation of the supreme God in the Yoruba religion. That could be something that's significant to you. He is just the ruler of heaven and earth. Allowing yourself to be authentic is a privilege denied to many who came before. How can you be more of yourself, my beloved child? Are you willing to drop the mask at home and in the rest of your life? The declaration is, I keep it real. Then it says, the path of ease is not always choosing the easy way out. You are not being truthful about something. This is a very dangerous game that you are playing. There is no such thing as a little white lie. Come clean or risk everything. So there's some sort of truth that's being revealed to you when it comes to certain things about, it could be in regards to a father figure, or you're just discovering some sort of truth. You could be a father, or you could be wanting to step into fatherhood, and you're having to, or even motherhood, and you have to heal something and sit with the truths when it comes to the relationship that you have or had with your father. You have to be real, you have to be vulnerable, and you can't allow yourself to be, don't deceive yourself, right? But this also could mean that you could have people around you that are deceiving you, that are lying, and their lies are going to catch up to them. This could be, this message is tricky in the sense that it could be a multitude of things, a magnitude of things, wrong word, but either way, it's like you have to allow yourself, yeah, there's some sort of revelation of your own value. Be truthful with yourself on what you truly want and what you really desire. That goes back to what I was saying. Let's say like you're in some sort of dynamic, a job, whatever this contract or whatever this thing is, that you're lying to yourself like, oh, this is making me happy, and it's like, it's not making me happy. I'm unsettled, and I need to be vulnerable and transparent with that, with myself about it. Before you can do with be with it, before you can be transparent with anyone else, you have to first be transparent with yourself. Okay? And that may start with like you speaking to someone that is non-biased. Sometimes it's better to speak to a stranger than it is to actually speak to someone that knows you, because you'll hold back. But someone that doesn't know you, there's no judgment there. You're not afraid to hurt their feelings because what you say has nothing to do with them. So for some of you guys, therapists, coaching, whoever it is that you need to speak to, you need to speak to them because it's important. so that you can be able to get this sense of relief. Because the reason why you feel like things can't get better is because you feel uncomfortable in your own skin. You feel uncomfortable about the things that you have been just sweeping under the rug. Those little white lies are catching up to you. And it may not even be the little white lies that people told you, but the little white lies that you told yourself. Okay, we have the present, reflections, and farewell to the moon. So this moon cycle, it's time for you to reflect on how you presently feel. And here's the thing. Whatever it is that this destruction that happened, it had to happen because it gave you a revelation of your own values because you've been sleeping on yourself. Alexa, what's the name of this song? Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood is the name of the song. So you don't want to feel misunderstood, or you feel misunderstood in some sort of dynamic because you're not being vulnerable. There will be either a gift given or a gift received, but there can be no true gift without reciprocation. When energy is exchanged, bonds grow closer and connection is deepened. The exchange of gifts may also be about giving of time and energy to each other, shifting and moving away from a typical kind of work for pay into a more flexible system of exchange and caretaking. Friends will offer to do things for you, and before you feel beholden to them or hesitate to accept because you do not wish to be a burden. Remember, the joy of the gifts is in the giving, and a gift cannot be given unless there is a true connection. The gift, when this card is upright, comes from a pure and good place. It is a joyful it is joyful and it is given to the very best of intentions. It will draw you closer and create even more intimacy and trust in your relationship. A beautiful sense of partnership will evolve out of what seems like an act of generosity. The exchange will never end. It is a bond forged beyond time. And as long as there is love, caring, and trust, the energy grows and ripples out into the world. So, for some of you, if you're in a relationship, it's time to be more vulnerable. It's time to accept the help that and support that you have. Or this could also be like, because this is a gift is coming in, someone could come into your life as a gift. A new connection could manifest that is meant to be a gift to you, and be sure that you are giving back. Like, it has to be an equal give and take. Or for some of you, this is something that is coming into your life. You're aligning with someone. Either you're getting in a relationship, or you are, this is a new friendship. You're connecting with someone that's going to give to you. It's like it's just going to be equal. That's just what I'm getting out of that. And with this reflection here, you see this here, it's like you have to go to the depths. You see how this reflection is coming from the ocean, but the ocean gives me emotions. This is, you have to get to the depth of your emotions. You got to go deep. It's okay to go deep. It's okay to be a deep person. Just because you're deep, people may misunderstand you, but that's okay. There's somebody that will understand you. Okay. And you see this, it's like this is what is going to help you elevate. Look at this. Choose to not act at this time, but to stay still, to go deep within, and to observe until you feel you have greater understanding. Reflect upon what has led you to this place and this moment of choice, and reflect upon how you would like to see the now become and the future unfold. Reflect, reflect, reflect. Do not act for now. Seek to understand your own self, not to judge the acts of others. For a time, put aside frantic action. There may be a panicked kind of urge to do something now before it is too late. However, it is best at this time to stay still. Others may be urging you to action, and there may be a sense of being driven up in circumstances and having no choice, being dragged along by the surge of the current, the tide of opinion. Take the time to reflect, to understand each day. This is necessary, or else we become as automatons, reacting out of habit, not choosing responses out of wisdom. Do the latter now. So you see, whatever this chaos and confusion, whatever this situation that happened to you, you have to allow yourself to utilize this time to reflect and not to, you know, act to, what is that word that I'm looking for? Impulsively, right? Because sometimes, as air signs, you could be a bit impulsive, right? Especially if something makes you feel embarrassed, or there's times where you're thinking logically, but what about your emotions? Yeah, this may be good. This may be a good money move, but is it a good move for your emotions, for your heart space? You have to acknowledge that you need this time to reflect and to not feel embarrassed about it. Don't act out of your ego. Like, you know what? I can't give to this connection or this whatever the way that I can't give it my best. I need to give myself my best right now. And then I'll be able to pick a pause, press play on whatever it is that I have to take a pause on, right? But you have to allow yourself to reflect in order to elevate. And this has to be a daily practice. Reflect on the way that you feel, whatever this is. And I said I was only doing 20 minutes. Y'all are at 27 minutes. Let me finish up. It is natural as breathing out and breathing in and to sink in. We need do nothing but live. Yet you are now being called to live in deeper partnership with the cycles of lunar sea so that the magic of your life becomes fuller, deeper, richer, so that you live with more ease, flow, courage, and gratitude. Like the moon, you shine and you dim, you grow and you shrink. All these things are taught by the simple observation of walking, swimming, dwelling in the oceans. Magic by moonlight. If we lean to yield and cap happy ooh capitulate, set the tone, lead, and allow another to take control at times, all will be well. This dance is echoed in varying shapes of the moon as it yields to darkness, then grows in brightness each month as women bleed the oceanic bloods of each lunar month. 13 moons. Observe the moon be under the light, withdraw with her darkening. Know what her phase was at the moment you first drew breath. It need not to be complex. The simple connection will change you so that your true essence can come forth and be known by the world. What I'm getting from this is that you have to tap into those emotions. And for some of you, you could be too much in your masculine energy. You could have been in your masculine energy for a while that you don't know how to embrace that feminine side of you of being emotional and allowing yourself not just to be vulnerable, but to cry about it because it's okay to cry about it, whether you're a male or female. Okay. I'm going to give you guys the affirmation card and I'm going to close you guys out because this reading is going up to 30 minutes and I can't have y'all thinking that it's favoritism because I'm an air sign. No, no, no. But it's clear as day that the air signs need to go in depth and to reflect. And if this is something that you are already doing, this is just an indication that you are on the right track. I know this resonates for me because I did lose my dad a year ago, and it has put me in a space of reflecting and really, really, um, and I feel like it's important. Not I feel I'm being called to share my personal experience because somebody that's listening to this needs this type of vulnerability. And what I will say is that when my father passed away, it's almost as if all the barriers of emotions that I had buried inside, they came forth. It's like everything from the root had to come out. So not only am I grieving the loss of my dad, but I'm grieving everything that has happened before then that I ignored. So it's forcing me to reflect, to be still, and to work on breathing, right? So this truly resonates with me. And I'm sure it will resonate with the other air signs because we are all one. We are all connected in some sort of way. And you could be an air sign or there's air somewhere in your chart. But if you're seeing this message, this is a message that is for you. It says, do something to thank your body for its hard work and its miraculous ability to move, feel, and communicate. Our bodies are our gardens to which our wills are gardeners. William Shakespeare. It says, loneliness is the poverty of self. Solitude is richness of self. Today, be the friend to yourself that your heart most desires in another. So, this may also be a reality too, that you don't have the support that you truly wish that you had. Take 10 minutes out of your day to read. Okay? You're realizing that you have to be the friend that you don't really have, right? You feel like you're isolated. You don't have any support, right? You could feel lonely. But it's a difference from being lonely and then it's a difference from being in solitude. What that has taught me is that being in solitude means that I'm sitting with myself, I'm sitting with my higher self, I'm sitting with my child, my inner child, I'm sitting with the higher source, God, okay, um, the divine, the universe, Mother Gaia, the spirit team. It's a lot of spiritual beings that walk with us that we tend to forget that we're never lonely and that we're never alone. In fact, we have an army that's ready to go to war for us or tell us the things that we need to know so that we could get to the next level. But it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be in solitude because solitude doesn't mean that you're alone. Anyways, that's what I have for you, Earth. Air signs. That's what I have for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.